hello, everyone. Brad, you did all that work, Brad, and I completely forgot to make the video part. I got the thumbnail right, but I completely forgot the video part.
That's all good.
I'm plugging in my phone, so.
What's going on?
Getting ready for a new year. How about yourself, man?
Yeah.
What you eating
on? Broccoli cheddar.
Broccoli cheddar.
Broccoli cheddar.
Where'd you get that from?
You guys have a place called Ingles?
I know of Ingles.
No,
yeah,
never heard
we
of
don't
that.
have them here.
Never heard of Ingles. Never.
I'm surprised because you're near me.
Yeah, Chris. I got to tell on Leroy. You know, he's talking all that trash. He's talking all that trash last week about listing this week and going to be listing.
Yeah.
And I saw him on the Reselling Information Network show on Tuesday. He was laid up in a hotel just kicking it.
I can't
I'll be. Well,
I was like, this guy's not listing. He's like dining on room service.
You'll make me cough.
Golly. I'm snacking on chili cheese tots from Sonic. Soda City Flips, thank you for joining us. Sue, thank you for coming in. Ingles has the best sandwiches. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They do.
I do the Chinese or just whatever it is, the chopstick plates, the General Tso's chicken with fried rice.
I thought you didn't know Ingles. You lying
man! Come on, Ingles is everywhere, brother. Everywhere.
They're not where Brad is.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not where Brad is.
They might have Ingles up there. No, they might have one in Nashville or Chattanooga, but they don't have them around here.
Oh wow!
We got the 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
You know what? You guys are both from the South. Being born and raised in the North and not coming down here until I was 45.
Yeah.
I never heard of Dollar General.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they had one that I seen my first Dollar General about a year before I moved out of Rhode Island, and down here they're like cockroaches.
Well, man, you can't go 2 miles without seeing a Dollar General around here. I think they got a policy every 5 miles there has to be a Dollar General. I think that's there.
My pastor says if your city has a gas station and a Dollar General, then it's big city.
Yeah. Then you got Dollar Trees, which it ain't the Dollar Tree no more. It's the $1.25 or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, literally, cities that are 10 miles apart here, you have at least $2 to $3 Dollar Generals in between those cities.
Well, you think about it. Dollar General has from A to Z.
I'm going to tell you something. I wish 20 years ago I would have invested in Dollar General stock.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because they're everywhere. Let's see. What is Soda City say? I live in a small town in South Carolina. There are 3 Dollar Generals within 3 miles of me. Oh, Soda City, you live close to 2 of us in this room.
Yeah,
where do you
live, Soda City? Where do you live, my friend?
Hey, Brad, while he's waiting on that one, hey, how about them Fins the other night, man? What a game, brother.
Fins up.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. That was something serious.
Yeah.
That was something serious.
They got a huge test coming up this week with Baltimore.
Who they play this week?
They play Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
What about the Steelers? Steelers looking.
They're trying to fight. They're trying to fight.
You know, you never count them out.
Oh,
Dude.
I'm sorry. Oh, Soda City Flips. I'm so sorry about that. No, I'm just kidding. He lives in the same town that Josh does, Leroy.
Is that close to Irmo, South Carolina?
Where?
Irmo.
Never heard of Irmo.
I got some friends live in Irmo, close to. I thought that was close to Columbia.
Florida City. When you ever come to Spartanburg, message me.
Yep.
I live in Spartanburg.
So the city, Leroy's in Spartanburg. I'm over on the west coast side of South Carolina in the upstate, close to the biggest city that you're probably familiar with is either Greenville or Clemson. I'm in between those two.
Greenville was big for the wrestling back in the day with the NWA.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, Road Warriors, Rock and
So
Roll.
does that mean you should look for that stuff?
Probably,
Can you believe Ric Flair is still alive?
That dude's got 9 lives, man. Him and Keith Richards. Well, Keith Richards died in the 70s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But he's still here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're close. We're close, Soda City. I know somebody else, Hulk Hogan. I can't believe he's still around. Sting, the guy, I can't believe he's still around. So it's getting close, but I just feel like when Ric Flair goes, that's just, I don't know, man. It's going to be a sad day in wrestling.
Yeah, I loved that old NWA wrestling stuff when I was a kid.
Yep.
I used to like Coco Beware and the Bushwhackers.
Oh, you were a WWF guy.
Did you say Coco Beware?
Yeah.
Man, I haven't. Holy God, that's like old school stuff there, Leroy. It's like 80s stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
My favorite back in the day wasn't Dusty Rhodes, but I love Dusty Rhodes promos. He cut that promo. I have dined with kings and I have lived on pork and beans.
Oh yeah, Dusty Rhodes is something else. Well, what about Junkyard Dog? That was my favorite.
I used to like him too. Yep.
Me and my daddy, when I was a youngin', I don't know. This will tell you how long ago this was. Me and my daddy would sit up on Saturday nights and watch Gordon Soley Saturday Night Wrestling. Y'all remember that? And they get swapped between all the different organizations, and then I think at one point Neil Bonnet, that female, the blonde girl, wasn't her name Neil? What was that lady's name? I can't remember her name, but she won a contest to be a guest on his show every week, which is really, really cool. So, hey, Leroy, so what's your, all right, so I'll start first. We're going to talk about Jesse the Body Ventura and Andre Giant. Now, Jesse the Body Ventura, isn't he a governor now or something like that?
Yeah.
He was of Minnesota there for a little while.
Yeah.
Well, you got a governor in Tennessee. What's Kane's real name?
Oh, Glenn something. Glenn, I can't think of his name. Yeah, up in Knoxville. Yeah.
Is he Knoxville? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't think of his
big time wrestlers.
I know his name's Glenn something, but yeah.
Who said he was in Minnesota? Yes, that's right. Yes, Jesse the Body Ventura was the governor of Minnesota. Yeah. Yep.
He was a Navy SEAL too. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that, but I'll tell you somebody who was that you probably don't know. Do you guys remember Mr. Rogers?
Oh, yeah.
Won't you be my neighbor?
I grew up Mr. Rogers and Captain Kangaroo.
Yes, I did too. Now, that man right there was a Navy SEAL. They said he was dangerous. He's got so many kills on record, man. It's crazy what I was reading about him. I was
that's probably why he turned to the other side.
What other side?
Like he was just like a teddy bear. Like he loved.
Oh yeah. He didn't have enough of his.
Like that changes people, man. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah. Hey, you need to tell Eric when he gets done with his show to send all his people over here to watch us cut up. Otherwise, I could giving him a hard time the other day about that.
Yeah.
I called him. I says, man, I had to call him. I says, hey, man, I'm just aggravating you. I can care less, man. I mean, it just is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
But,
He's on right now. You should go over to his. You should go over to his show and type in "come check out Buck Mountain."
nah, I don't think that'd be a good idea. Yeah, I just seen it come up. He's even doing a live YouTube with it too, also. So,
Oh, cool.
I don't want to interrupt him.
I like Eric. Eric's
I
good
told-
guy.
Oh yeah. He told me. He says, "Man, I completely forgot you do that on Thursday." He says, "I've even been on the show and I can't believe I forgot." I says, "It's okay, man. I mean, do your thing, man." But yeah, I do want to get in the train run with them over there. If there's anybody watching that's not familiar with what we're talking about the District app. One Stop Shop is a marketplace in District. If you don't know about it, go check it out. I'm gonna promote myself. I just listed 700 items in there, so go check us out. But there's over 2,000 items in the marketplace. Bunch of different 100 over 103 sellers. So come in there and check us out. We all got some good stuff in there.
Well, I want to promote myself too. Then I got one listing in the marketplace.
I want to promote
Really?
myself for the year of 2024. I will have 24 items in District.
You got what? You got how many, Leroy?
I said in 2024.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did the CSV file import, and man, I'm gonna tell you, if you don't know what you're doing with that stuff, man, don't even try it. You know, I had wait a minute, hold man, what we got here? What marketplace in District? It's One Stop Shop. Yes, Sue, that's why. Yes, Sue, that's why the number went way up. I did that CVS file. I had to get on Zoom on a StreamYard call with you're welcome, Soda City, with Ivan yesterday evening, and get with him, and he actually had to walk me through it because it was just crazy. I had to do 100 at a time instead of all 700, and I would have never have been able to do it on my own. I mean, I'm just so stupid and illiterate when it comes to computer stuff, man. I can't even figure out how to make a picture on the computer. So
while you're on the show with me and Brad, we would like you not to say that you're stupid. We would like you to say, we would like you
What's
to
that?
While you're on this show with Brad and I, we would like you not to say the word stupid. We'd rather you say the word getting oldly challenged.
Well, isn't that what stupid means? No, I get it, man. I get it. No, I'm just illiterate, man, when it comes to that. I'm looking for my earpiece, guys. Give me 1 second. Y'all go ahead and talk.
So, Brad, what was your shipping experience? I like to talk about reselling. What was your shipping experience this Christmas?
Oh, our number's been pretty solid all the way up to Christmas, but I could tell there was a definite uptick. But all my stuff got out, and I looked today, and it looks like pretty much everything's been delivered.
Yeah, me too. I had no issues this year.
There's a couple that had issues, was a little slow, but I think they're not showing delivered. But I've been in contact with those customers, and I'm pretty sure they got the items. So, yeah, I got lucky. I had a couple I thought was not gonna make it or not show up, and then they showed up. They just didn't get scanned in early. I had one that I think the post office scanned it as delivered, but didn't deliver it for a day or two. because the guy had messaged me and I told him, yeah, that happens a lot at Christmas. So give it like a day or two and it's probably going to show up. They just they needed to show that it was cleared out of the system. They'll get it to you.
So I want to answer this for Sue real quick. She says, I just don't understand how to add the pictures to the CSV. I have a tech background. All right, so you're a lot smarter than I am with that, Sue. And the only way that I did it, I think, and it's because of the way district is set up. Message Ivan, get a hold of Ivan, and he'll send you an email, and you send the list to Ivan, and he attaches the picture links to that CSV file, and then he will send that file back to you, and then you import it from there. And he'll give you all the information in the email, the link to use to split split up the CSV file if need be. Mine need to be split up. I'm sure if you have a technical background, that shouldn't be an issue. With you, how to do it. With me, it was an issue. So, because I had to get somebody to walk me through it. But that's the only way I was able to add the pictures. I just sent all the information to Ivan through an email, and he added the pictures to the listings for you. Now with the CSV file through district, the only problem I have, and I'm working on fixing that, is the shipping. So everything is done by when Ivan does it, he'll do it by a flat rate or progressive shipping. There's no calculated shipping. So if you want calculated shipping, you have to go back into the listing and change that manually yourself after it's listed, or on the CSV file, however you do that on the CSV file. Myself, I didn't know how to do that, so I just imported everything in at a flat $10 rate. There's a lot of items that will go for right around that price, $9 or something. Some of them will go for more than that shipping, which I don't care about that. But the ones that were under an ounce, I went through and changed every one of them. Some of them are just flat, and then some of them are flat with progressive. So I'm still working on that. I probably got about half of them done. Hopefully tomorrow, the next day, I'll have it. By the end of the week, I'll have it all finished, which will be good. And that's why I sent the message in the information chat on One Stop Shop. Is if anybody's interested in anything I had, please message me if the shipping doesn't look right, and I'll go back in. Because if it's $10 and it's under an ounce, the shipping's not right. It hasn't been fixed yet. Yeah, I'll be excited about that too, Sue. I'm looking forward to that. Right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. My eBay is blowing up. I'm not gonna lie. My eBay is the last 3 days. It has just been. I mean, I've had better sales in the last 3. Matter of fact, today is Thursday. Since this Thursday and last Monday before, I've had no. I'm sorry. Let's see. When was Christmas? Monday.
Yes.
Christmas was Monday. So the last 2.5 weeks for me have been absolutely, I mean, it's been the best it's been all year for me. With the exception of Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, it died. But then for some reason on Christmas Day and Tuesday and Wednesday and even today, it's picked back up, which is really, really good. I thought there'd be a pretty good slowdown where I can get a lot of items listed, but I've been doing a lot of packing in the mornings too. So,
you know, what blows my mind, we're still selling Christmas stuff.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Bless you, sir.
Man, oh man, I'm really, really.
Yeah, I'm actually I was still selling wrapping paper 2 days after Christmas.
Mm-hmm. I was still selling Christmas ornaments. I sold Christmas ornament today. Matter of fact, look at what I sold today. Let me see if I can pull it up here and show you guys. It's Santa bags. I sold 2 of them to the same person. Of course, I sold them yesterday. So I had them on sale as part of my sale that I was running, because I was running a 2-day sale after Christmas, which I do that every year. but I ended up. Let's see, where's that listings orders? There we go. It's a. I'm not sure what you call these things. I sold some Xbox controller. I sold Christmas ornaments. Let me share this with you guys. Let's see. There we go. Let me share screen. Share. All right, check this out. So on what was it, December 27th, I sold this Christmas ornament here. I sold this Christmas ornament here. I sold this Christmas ornament here. All on December 27th. A matter of fact, on Christmas Day, December 25th, I sold that Hello Kitty shirt, that Christmas sweater shirt. And then another ornament on Christmas Day right here. Where's them bags at? Let's see. Right here. Christmas gift bags. Let me blow these up. I sold both of these on the 27th. Both of these right here. They're brand new.
Nice.
I always wonder what that is. You know, I always wonder what that is. Is it people who are just in the Christmas mood and it's top of mind and they're buying that stuff? Or
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
I don't know. I don't care. Buy it.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
What is it, Leroy?
I talked to a couple of people because last year the same thing happened because I only sell the only Christmas stuff I sell is the wrapping paper that I bought a couple of years ago. And I'll ask somebody like if I'm wondering why, like what are you using it for or something, I'll text them, hey, can I ask you a question? And they said the two people said to me when they put up their Christmas decorations, they realized that next year they wanted all white instead of all red. And they realized it now. So what they did was they wanted to order it and put it away with the Christmas stuff. Because what happens is they put it away somewhere and it never ends up with the Christmas stuff. And they both pretty much said the same thing. They said, I'm ordering this for next year. So when I put my Christmas stuff away, it all goes away together.
Right, I got you.
There you go.
Yeah,
makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, it does. So, Leroy, what are your goals for 2024?
My goals for 2024 is to become a better Leroy. Don't know how to say that.
What does a better Leroy look like?
A better Leroy looks like more consistent. A better Leroy looks healthier. A better Leroy looks less nervous. And a better Leroy looks financially stable.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
My goal is to be more like Leroy.
Yeah, be more like Leroy. Brandon, what you got? I mean, Brad, what you got?
Yeah, honestly, all those things Leroy just said is good. I've thought of some about the business side of things and the personal side of things. I've kind of thought about. Obviously, I want to here at the first of the year, going to start changing my diet up a little bit and it drop some pounds and I need to get in better shape. And there's those kinds of things, but just overall, I need to get reinvigorated again. So I gotta figure. My goal is to figure out how to this is gonna sound sad. I need to figure out how to get my passion back for life. I don't feel unpassionate about life, but it just I don't know. Feels kind of like I'm on autopilot, and
Right.
And I'm really good at just grinding, not having to have a reason to do what I do. But I'd like to rediscover the why behind the what, so I can actually. I think that's really the only disconnect there is I I can do the work, but I want to feel passionate about doing the work. And it's not just the eBay work, it's the, the everything work of life. So,
And
Right.
even I mean, there's no secrets here. We're all Christians. Some people are more of a Christian than others. I don't believe any of that. Everybody has their walk with Christ, and I feel like my walk needs to be a little stronger. That's probably for another show, but this is the show that I'm on. So if I want to say it, I can say it. If you're offended by it, then toodaloo. But
yeah, I think that's even, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm talking about too. It's like, I'm doing all the right things. It's just, or in a lot of ways, it's just I'm not connected to the emotion of the right thing, or not connected to the passion of the right thing. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sue, he says, I've been in a slump with listings, so I want to reevaluate my time management. I understand that completely. So my goals for 2024, I have several. Number one is I want to work myself to be able to average consistently 15 items a day listing. Now, my biggest problem is getting motivated to do it. Of course, my health has issues with that. In the mornings, I have a hard time sometimes getting going in the morning, so it's usually later in the day before I can actually get to anything. So I got to get my health right in order to get my business right. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So I want to average. My goal is to be able to look at this time next year and be able to look at my average and say I've done 15 items a day, 5 days a week, or 6 days a week. So that's what I want my average to be. I also, now a lot of people that watch this show, you're full-time resellers, and you make real good money at doing this, and it's wonderful, man. I mean, I'm not there yet. So my goal is to average $1,500 in my pocket a month off of reselling. That's my goal. If I can average $1,500 a month in my pocket, then that pays my house payment, or
that's 200 a week, right? No,
what's that?
What's that, 5 a week?
1,500 is roughly 350 4 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
350, 375. That's in your pocket. That's not in sales. That's in your pocket. Because then I can take say 10% of that and go source with it.
Yep.
And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to take 10% each week out of what I pay myself and go source with it. Now a lot of you are saying, well, $35, that's not a whole lot to source with. I won't be honest with you. I've been sourcing with $10 and $20 and $25, and you'd be amazed at what you can find. You just got to look for it, and it's there. It's there. Now sometimes I have paid up for some stuff, and when I've had the money to pay up for some stuff. So that as financially part with eBay. Now that's with eBay. That's what I want to average with eBay. Everything else with Poshmark, Macquarie, District, whatnot, and what is it, Depop, whatever extra is there, that's great. I'll figure something out with that. I may just use that money for sourcing and just be able to just leave all the eBay into the account. So that's my goal there, financially for that part. So I heard of this show from Bearded Picker, first time here. Oh, thanks, Tactical Z. I appreciate you. Bearded Picker Scott has actually been on this show.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
was,
cool
what was that? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Leroy? Yeah, something like that. He's actually been on this show. So, hey, thanks for dropping by.
It's a lot smaller
you
show.
Here.
It's a lot smaller show.
Yep, a lot smaller.
But as you can see, we're saying our faults. And if you bear with us, you could grow with us. That's just who we are.
Yeah, we're not the expert seller that Scott is. We're not the experts there. We're just the small guys, and with a small channel. So
that reminds me. I got something. I said, that reminds me, I got something I'm going to do in a minute. But anyway, we can keep going with this. I have another goal I have is this. I want to lean into the district thing this year and the one-stop shop.
We all need to grow.
I want to do what I can to help one-stop shop grow. And I've kind of I was thinking about it today. I think I'd like to do at least 25 auctions this year. So that's a little over 2 a month average.
Right.
I think it'd be cool to do. So when I thought about it, I always think about there's two different kinds of goals. There's like what people call BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals. And then, but probably more realistic is what I heard somebody call SHAG one time, stretching, or SBAGs, stretching but attainable goals. And so, I think it's good to have like audacious goals to kind of like put out there to reach for. You shoot for the moon, you may not get to the moon, but you get a lot further than you would have without it. But I think sometimes those things can be so out of reach that they're almost demoralizing. It's almost like I'll never get there. At some point, if it's not doesn't come pretty quickly, you start feeling like I can't get there. Whereas something that's a little bit of a stretching kind of goal, if I say I'm going to do 52 auctions this year, I'm going to do one a week. That's a pretty big push when you're not doing, one a month. But if you say, so that's like, that could be pretty crushing pretty quick if you're like holding yourself to that kind of thing. But, if you stretch a little bit and say, all right, I'm going to do 2 a month, that's more than you're doing. And it's also pushing, you're probably more likely to get to, the 50 something shows if you're, at least pushing for 25. So, so I kind of like the stretching but attainable goal. And that's kind of what I've set for myself. I want to hit at least 25 auctions this year. So,
right.
And
now, Tactical Z, I don't sell on Amazon. Leroy, do you sell on Amazon?
No.
And
I do,
Brad?
but I don't really have anything on there at the moment. Honestly, I've let all my stock kind of dwindle down and mostly focusing on eBay and Mercari, Poshmark, and District. I have a Whatnot account, but I don't really use it. So,
right, yeah. So Tactical Z, what we mainly do. Go ahead, Brad. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say it's getting harder to do Amazon unless you're like, unless you're kind of leaning into, a lower return on investment and thing like that, and doing more volume. Honestly, with our lifestyle, we just enjoy the eBay thing way more. And so Amazon's great for a lot of people. I know Beard Picker, I think he does a lot of Amazon, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
And I hit it really hard a few years ago, but eBay's way more enjoyable and it fits way more with our lifestyle. And when I say eBay, I'm using eBay interchangeably with Mercari and Poshmark. I'm just going to say online selling. The other online selling markets fit more with our lifestyle than Amazon. But I think Amazon's an amazing opportunity, and if you lean into it, it probably has the potential to scale better than all the rest of them, I think. But
yeah.
But I've done that, and I've just it's not for me right now.
I was going to try it probably let's see, what's this? This is 2024. Back in 2020, I was going to try it, but I just, with books, start off with books, I was proved to do books, and it's just, it seemed like, I'm not going to lie, I mean, I hate to say this, but it just seemed like it was just too much work. You know what I mean? Because with books, you got to print out a custom SKU label and all that, and then you got to send it all. I mean, now it was great for not having an inventory at your house, or a storage unit or whatever, because you had the FBA. But it just seemed like too much of a real job to me, And I say real job, I mean, of course, this is a real job, but I mean, just seemed too much like a job to me. So that's why I didn't. What did he say? He says,
He says, I mostly sell on eBay now. Haven't done Amazon for a while. Looking to get into some other areas to sell. Might check out Bonanza. Yeah, I think I sell on Bonanza too. I always forget to mention that, but it's almost Bonanza's almost a no-brainer if you have an eBay account. Just link it up and let it do its thing. And I probably average, I'll go a month or two without any Bonanza sales, and then I'll have 3 or 4 in within a week or two. And so I probably over the course of a year, I manage at least couple sales a month off of Bonanza.
I've been on Bonanza for 2 months and have sold 3 things. So, and Tactical Z, but the way Bonanza works is it's everything. Even on Amazon, I think your Amazon store links to it too if you have an Amazon store. But your eBay store, it automatically goes. Oh, excuse me, 1 minute.
Yeah, you're right, Tactical Z. It is easier to cross-test because you can actually you can integrate it with your eBay account. So you can link your Bonanza account to your eBay account, and when you list it on eBay, it automatically lists it on Bonanza. And if it sells on eBay, it delists it on Bonanza. And if you sell it on Bonanza, it automatically delists it on eBay. So it's definitely the easiest. I don't understand why Mercari and some of the other sites don't do that kind of integration and cross, so you can cross list, from eBay to like Mercari, because they would get way more. They'd get way more stuff there if they would.
Oh yeah. The only thing that I'm not, and it could be because I'm just not familiar with Bonanza, because I've actually had to message Kevin Commonwealth Pecker about some information, because I know he's sold on Bonanza. That's the one that I learned about Bonanza from. I heard him talking about it, so I investigated. But so when you do your items and they do cross post over to Bonanza, make sure when you list your items on eBay and you go and you check Bonanza and those items get listed. Now, Bonanza will tell you why they're not listing on Bonanza, where the error's at, and all of that. I mean, it will give you all kinds of information, allow you to fix the listing and all that. Make sure you check the shipping, because I had one mistake on the shipping where an item sold, my very first item sold, and it came in as a 5-ounce item, and it was supposed to have been a 5-pound item. So I don't know how that happened. Yeah, that was a big mistake there. I don't know how that happened. So just make sure you check. And I've only happened one time, so just check that. And then the payout is a zip payout. If I remember correctly, it's zip. And what happens is after you ship the item, the customer gets the item, and I think it's 3 days. Ain't that right, Brad? And then it goes into your zip account and it pays directly to your bank account.
Now, I don't know if I'm grandfathered in because I've, been using it for a long time, but everything still goes to my PayPal account. So as soon as a buyer buys it on Bonanza, the money's in my account.
Okay. Yeah.
I keep track of sales on Bonanza 2 different ways. One, when I get that email that pops up says, you've got money and you've been paid through, there's the PayPal email, and it's like, oh, I must have sold something on Bonanza. And the other way I keep is I try to keep my, on your 90-day, if you look, using your phone let me see the screen here so I can actually get it right.
The only way that I know, Sue's talking about the only way she got notifications on her PayPal. The only way that I know is through an email.
That's So,
and then matter of fact, I sold an item. Go ahead.
Now I was going to say, one of the things I do, it's not cleared out right now. You're going to see it says, well, dadgummit, I touched the screen, but where it says 20 over here, 24 unsold, I usually keep that cleared out.
Yeah.
And if something sells on Bonanza, if I see like one on there, it's like, oh, I've sold something. And, as soon as I look at my eBay app several, multiple times through the day. And when I see that, it's like, oh, I've got a sell on Bonanza, or I need to check for a sell on Bonanza. And that, and
right.
Yes, yeah. But this is honestly, the eBay app's the easiest way for me to keep track of that. Or if like right now I got 24 unsolds, I've been doing some delisting and doing some work on some listings and listing them back up. But I know how many I've got in that unsold thing. So if I were to look at it during the course of this thing and I saw 25 on there, I'd be like, I've got a Bonanza sale I need to go check out. So
Oh yeah. See, my emails, every email I get, my phone dings. So and I know it's an email ding because it has a certain tone to it. So then I'll look at it and see what it is, and then, but this last sale I had on Bonanza, I didn't know I had it, and then I got an email saying I needed to ship an item, and I'm like, what? And I went and looked, and sure enough, there it was. I was like, whoops.
yeah.
So
tactical.
that's how I did that.
It's one of those things, tactical, that's easy to because you're not, if you sell a lot on eBay, you're used to regular sales, and to look at that app quite a bit, even if you ain't got your notifications turned on or whatever. But Bonanza is one of those things that, because you don't make a ton of sales on there, it's easy to forget it exists. But as long as you keep it in your mind, but to keep looking, check that number out and make sure you check those emails, then you shouldn't have any problem with it.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah, man.
Did you say you had to head out, or?
I had to have what?
I thought you said you had to head out, or you were just trying to get a new
No,
job.
I'm here. I had something I'm gonna do real quick, but I don't have to go anywhere. It's just something. As a matter of fact, while y'all are talking, I'm gonna get this together. I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.
All right.
No problem.
So, Leroy.
Yes, sir.
Your picture station that you have, that you take your pictures in, is that something you built? I can't remember when I was there.
Yes.
Okay, because that's one of my other goals for 2024, and I'm actually probably going to do it this week. Is I'm going to get a 24 by 24 picture booth, is what I'm looking at, and I was going to ask Brad what he did about that, because my lighting. So see this wall, this ceiling right here. Let's see, right here. So I got them can lights that's stuck in the ceiling. Well, when I built this, that wasn't supposed to be my picture area. This was supposed to be my picture area over here, but I haven't gotten none of this done up here yet. So I didn't get my lights close enough to the wall. So now when I go to take pictures, guess what I have? Excuse me. Hold on one second.
Go for it, Brad. You got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can show you what I did. Let me.
So this leaves me shadows. So now I want to get a 24 by 24 box and sit it on that table right there, and a light box, and put it in there. So, Brad, what do you use for pictures?
Yeah, I'll just show you. So, I actually built. I don't know if you can see. I built it out of. It's built out of plywood, and it's connected to our shipping station and all that. But literally, it's got one of those picture background things in there right now. We recently stuck that up, but underneath it's just, you can see. I don't know if you can see that.
It's white.
It's just like it's like that shower surround stuff that you can get like at Lowe's or something. It's just like a little sheeting, and the walls are just painted white in here. And then all I have is one of these LED lights, and that light bouncing around, reflecting off these things, works well. Kind of.
So that's a box you built also.
Can you put them on the big screen?
Yeah, let me put him on the big screen.
Let me move my Christmas present my son got me, which is this awesome percussion massager. That's awesome.
Oh.
When you get old,
so he's on the big screen now, Leroy.
Hey, is this the Three Old Guys Reselling podcast?
What?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, and it's
I do too.
And honestly, I don't know if you can see the. Let me get around here. Is
that a hook in the top there that you can just hang your clothes in?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I can't really see what you're seeing, but yeah. And then I just got a LED shop light, and you just want to get the one that's not what's it called, the blue, the one that's the bluish color, or the one that's the yellowish color. They have one that's just the white. Or you can buy the ones now where you can actually like toggle between the three settings. You can toggle from the cool white to the daylight, or the amberish looking one, the yellow light.
So I have to show you guys mine.
Silver Hair Stacker, thank you for joining us. Leroy, I'm going to solo you too so you can show yours.
So what I did was this is foam board. So I had some laying around. So, and you could use the pink insulation too if you need to do something light. I used screws in the sides with glue. And what I did was I got two lights and they just sit on top. That's it. And then that's the inside.
So and that's those are the lights with the diffusers on them, Leroy, or they just yeah.
And I have the mat with the tape measure right on it, and then I have my silicone mat where I do a lot of tools, so I could just wipe it with the rag and it's brand new again.
So I'm gonna have to get a box because the way
I can make you one.
What?
I can make you one.
Well, I need it. How much you want for it?
I'll just make you one. You buy the supplies and I'll make you one.
All right.
Why am I going to charge you? Well, that's not nice.
It don't bother me one bit. Well, see, I need it. Well, here's the thing. That's also my shipping table, Leroy. So I need it to where the reason I was going to get one of them fold out boxes is because I could fold it down and put it to the side when I'm not taking pictures and I'm using my shipping table. And then when I get ready to do my listings and take all my pictures, I can fold it back out and put it up. You know, it's just easy to take down. I don't have that very big of a space, man. So, I mean, it's just what happened was I built this. So what happened was when I built this whole thing, I had it designed a certain way. Well, as I got in here and started doing it, the design didn't work out because then I had to add my wife's crafting station in her section over there. So she's got a little crafting station where she does all her crafting stuff in that end over there. And then we also have another portion, an 8-foot section that's a sitting room also. So it didn't turn out the way I wanted it, but I do have majority of the building for my eBay store, so it's still small. Like I have 1, 2, 3. I got 3 big shelves here. I got enough room that I could probably put 1,500 to 2,000 items in here, stored in here. You know, and then I got a loft.
Do you have any open shelf space?
No, there's boxes on every shelf. It's just that the boxes aren't full.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you've got some open shelf space, one of the things we did before is, even if it's just a piece of cardboard, stick it, raise it up a certain height and just stick that cardboard in there and let it curve down into just tape it to the front.
Yeah. If I can make some room on the shelf on the back wall over there, I might can do that, But I was just going to get one of them boxes, it's not a 12 by 12, it's a 24 by 24 box, and then just set it right there in that corner right there, and then take my pictures, and then when I'm done, take it down, and then I can use it for my shipping station, which, I mean, that's because that's what I use it. I use it for shipping and for taking pictures right now, and as you can see, it's really not that great of a taking picture area.
That's a lot of determination, because if I turned my camera around, every area is supposed to be an area, but ain't no area of nothing but a clutty area.
They call it a workshop for a reason, right, Leroy?
Yeah. It is work everywhere. Listen. I gotta find somewhere just to ship because it's such a mess right now. There's nowhere, and I have a 900 square foot warehouse, and there is not an area in here that is 20 by 20 that's clear besides my photo booth.
You know what I hate is when you got a Frankenstein, a big box, and you just absolutely have no room to do it, and you're just fighting with the sucker and everything.
I'll go outside.
So I'm looking to get one of those this week, hopefully have it by the first of the year. The next thing I'm going to get, which will be the first one I order, guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to get a thermal printer. I'm going to
Thank you, Jesus.
Hello, Lilac Seller Meg.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you,
yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to bite the bullet. Meg, hello. Thank you for joining us. So that's my goal on that. So by the first of the year, I'll have 2 of my goals completed. So I'm excited about that.
That reminds me what I was going to do. I actually wanted to get it made up kind of nice and spend a little time on it, but I didn't. But I was gonna get one of those signs we can switch out. For Buck Mountain Days Without a Thermal Printer. I'm gonna keep like switching that number out at the bottom.
You need to add let's see, since 2019, but since June of 2019, you to add all them numbers in there too.
So we're going on like 727 days without a thermal printer.
Yeah. Tactical Z says he has no idea how he lived without it.
I know, right?
Tactical Rolo.
Yeah.
Hey, and I got a question. We have a few people. I don't know how many. I can't really see how many people are here, but it doesn't matter. But listen, guys, inside the chat, what is something that you want to purchase to better your business in 2024? I'd love to hear it.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what I want. I can tell you what I want, Leroy. Just a second.
So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get the thermal. We watched Rachel Strickland. We watched Rachel Strickland today, and she was talking about before she had her thermal, because it was just so happened she was talking about thermal printers too. And I told my wife, I says, "There's our sign." But she was talking about how she used to take. She didn't even have the sticky labels like I got. She had to take this regular paper and tape around the edges.
I started off that way.
Yeah.
I've been doing eBay for 20 years. I've been through the ringer with eBay. Trust me. I've only had my thermal printer for about 8 years.
Tactical Z said, "Good inventory, Leroy."
What do you mean?
When you asked the question.
Oh, get good. I'm
so here's what I want. Here's what I want. And if there's something I haven't like dug into it, so it may even exist. I got to look a little further. But one of the tools I use a lot of resellers use is the box resizer.
Yes, I have one of those.
All right, but what I want is actually to pop this cap out the end, and I just want an extension to stick in this thing. So I can work it out and go like deeper than the, when I have like a really big box, if I need to go 16, 17 inches down in that thing, I want the something to lengthen that out.
I got a box resizer. It's sitting right up there on the shelf. I've only used it once. I can't stand it. My box resizer is a knife.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
Leroy, here's another one of your questions, your answers to your question. From Lilac Seller Meg. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. Meg says, "I need to buy a new rolling shopping caddy for hauling books during library sales. I've cracked through my old one because books are so dang heavy." Yes, they are. They are. And you're right, Tactical Z. That box resizer, when I first started, the first two things I bought was a scale and a box resizer. I still got my box resizer like what you got. And you know who I learned it from? I learned it from Tim Osborne to Thrift. He was the only one that I watched to have one. And I was like, what is that thing? And then I actually seen the video with him using it. And I says, oh, yeah, I got to have one of those. So when I ordered my scale, I got that.
I don't know. I asked you guys the question, what do I need? There's a few things. I do want a camera that I can zoom in and out, that I can zoom, so I don't have to like pull my computer back and forth. I do want that this year, and some of the other stuff is based on my flea market stuff. So I do. For you guys that don't know, I sell at the flea market probably about 5 times a month. I have flea markets Mondays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, and Saturday and Sunday in my area.
Tactical Z, you see them tape here? Hold on a minute. I'm gonna see if you can see it. Look right here, Tactical Z. You see them tape rolls right over here, shoulder right there, in the back on the table? That's what I want, is them tabletop rollers right there.
I
I'm
have 7
tired
of
of
them.
tape.
I have 7 of them. So
Wow,
stop.
why you got
I'm
so
pretty-
many, dude?
Hey, go look at my video on my channel. So I have a channel. I do have a channel, guys. It's Blood,
Yeah.
Sweat, and Cell on YouTube.
That's in the link below.
But there's a video on there, Brad, and it's what tape do I use or something like that, and it shows you all of the tape that I have. I have like 10 rolls of tape, and I use like 10 to like all the time. I use 3-inch, I got 2-inch, I got 1-inch, I got corrugated, I have paper tape, I have PVC tape, I have brown tape from my box.
Strapping tape.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I'll check that out. It's on your. You said it's on your channel.
Yeah, it's on my eBay channel.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll check that
I mean,
out.
my YouTube channel. So if I told you guys right now what I'm doing, you guys would literally all laugh at me and tell me to get a job.
So,
Well, now I have to
speaking of tape,
no.
all right. So speaking of tape, eBay sellers, if you haven't used your coupon yet, it's fixing to expire here in a few days. So make sure you do that. I want to remind you to do that. Also, so this is what I buy with my coupon through eBay.
I
store
hate
subscription.
eBay.
Okay, is the eBay tape. All right, the white eBay tape. Check this out. We went in yesterday to use our coupon, and you cannot buy this with a coupon anymore. The tape is yellow, red, blue, or some other color that you have to get. You have to get it a color-coded tape now. Is the only ones you can use with that code now. So I'm kind of disappointed in that, but hey, tape's tape, man. I don't care what color it is. I'll tape a box up with it.
So
tape comes in. Look at this. Leroy's got plenty of it somewhere. And long bags. Never without long bags.
So Brad, this is what I'm doing.
Man.
I'm writing labels and putting fuses in baggies. I have 800 fuses that I'm putting in baggies because when I do the flea market, I sell fuses like crazy.
I was going to say, you list those on eBay?
No, I buy this box for like $12, and I make 100 off of it.
Oh wow!
It takes me a little time, but like I'm on the show, I wouldn't be doing nothing anyway. So while I'm on the show, I just write out my labels. I got a bag sealer, and I put so many in the bag, and I keep them moving.
Awesome.
I did want to show you guys. So I live in South Carolina in the boonies, and
right.
in where the redneck people are. I will show you.
Man, what you talking about, man? Talking about them damn rednecks, man.
I will show you the best use for eBay tape that I've ever seen in my life. It's going on my Instagram, guys. I'm going to show you guys super quick because I don't want nobody to steal it. This is going on my Instagram. This is hot off the shelf. I haven't even showed my guys yet. The best use for eBay tape ever. If I didn't die when I saw that this morning, I don't know. That was this morning at the flea market because I have a Thursday flea market.
That's awesome, dude.
That's
all right. So
that's a good old boy right there.
All right, so I want to show you guys something. I'm going to show you. So I picked up. So every once a week, I go to my place that I get my free items. Okay. Let me show you what I picked up today. I'm going to show you the soul component. So I picked up a keyboard. And of course, I've already listed it. I listed it for parts of repair. And this is, look at this, 1984 Roland Juno 106 analog. So for parts of repair, $6.99. That was a bid. This is something different, $50. There's another one for parts or repair, $5.23. This one had 16. That was a 14 bids on that one. This is more keyboard stuff, and then this is where they break it down. Here's one here, the D50. This one's for parts or repairs, $3.80. Somebody took a best offer, but they had $110 shipping. There's no telling, probably $200 something. So I picked one of those up this morning for free, $6.99.
I can probably give you a little bit of a hint here too. So I play music, and so I can if y'all don't play music, I can give you a little bit of a tip on things that you can pick up that you can do well with for parts or repair. A lot of times, if it says analog on it, that's going to be something that music people are going to be more likely to want to repair or fix or have fixed or work on. So like when it comes to effects, there's like, for example, there's digital effects and analog effects. And the analog stuff is what hardcore musicians are looking for. They're looking for the analog effects because everything nowadays is digital for the most part. So they like buying the old analog stuff, and because it's just you can't get it so much anymore.
Hey, Tackle says I give you $5 for it. I bet you would.
I'm still stuck on that. I'm still stuck on that picture of Leroy's.
So, hey, it's going on.
Oh yeah. Look at this right here.
Survive.
Look. He says eBay tape is great. I can make my underwear last another 5 months.
There you go. Is that tape on both sides?
Oh man.
I don't know. Yes, and
Yeah. I'll even pay for you to ship it to me. Yeah, so I just so I love and a lot. I've seen a lot of new faces in here, and I appreciate you guys coming in.
We appreciate it. Please come back and tell your. I'm going to cut them off. Please come back and tell your friends. And you, like I said, like ask us questions, teach us stuff. My background for the new people is I've been doing eBay for about 20 years. I'm full time. I live in South Carolina, and I also mainly sell tools. I sell on eBay, got about 1,000 items. I also sell at the flea market. I set up and tear down every week, so I don't have a booth. And I love tools, mainly hand tools, and that's who I am. So I didn't mean to cut them off, but just to give a little introduction.
Yeah, Brad, go ahead.
Yeah,
tell them what you've been doing.
Well, like Ricky Bobby, I'm pretty much the best that there is. No, so I'm going to give a big props to my wife of 30 years. It'll be 30 years this year, boys. I'm about to be married 30 years. I got married when I was 14, and that's a joke.
What did you say?
That's a joke.
Jesus.
I didn't want to reveal my age, so I said I got married when I was 14.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna give the big most of the props to my wife. She's the big part of the engine that makes our eBay and our online stuff go. And she does most of the listing, but we sell mostly toys, and we like toys and books, but we'll sell anything. And so hanging out with guys like Leroy and Chris over here at Buck Mountain, I'd pick up on stuff.
And we're missing one today.
And missing Brandon today, 540 flips.
Yeah. Brandon's completely different.
Honestly, I have the attitude like if I can learn something from everybody, even the resellers that people hate on YouTube. I feel like I can pick up something from them.
Yes.
So
learn how not to be hateful.
Chris would tell you to learn. Chris would tell you to learn how not to go to an auction with me.
Oh yeah,
Leroy. Silver Hair Stacker says he sold his last snap-on wrench yesterday. Got to find some more in stock.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm heading to the flea market unless it snows this weekend, which they're
Hey,
talking about snow
Mom
here.
said it's supposed to snow tonight.
Oh wow.
Mom called me earlier and over in Clayton in Georgia over there.
Yeah.
She said up in the mountains, she said they're supposed to get some snow tonight over there in Rabin County.
They're talking about it blowing in, but if they don't, we got a indoor flea market a couple of hours up the road up in Cookeville, Tennessee, and I'm going to go there. We've been there once or twice, and I've always found some good stuff there, some good sellers there, and I've always found.
Are you going to do anything? Are you going to do anything different this year as far as sourcing or?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. We didn't really talk about that, but that kind of goes hand in hand with talking about doing more live auctions on district. Right. I imagine that's going to change the way that when I go out, the kind of stuff I'm looking for. I'll be looking for stuff that probably going to appeal to resellers, and if I can find some bulk deals of stuff that I can, turn around and flip, and you're not going to make a lot off of it, but if you do enough volume, that works. Right. But I'm going to use that. I'm going to have that in mind. Whereas that's never really been much of a thought when it comes to sourcing. I can foresee when I'm out sourcing, looking for opportunities for bigger buys, kind of bulk buys, things that I can take and turn around and offer to people on district that maybe they can take and they can make some money off of it too. Share the love.
You're talking about sourcing for district a while ago, and so One Stop Shop. I've noticed that there's a lot of sports categories, not in One Stop Shop, but in a lot of others also. So I'm thinking about maybe starting to source a little bit for that, because I don't really do a lot of the sports stuff. I have no idea about any of it. I would love to get into sports cards. Of course, Brandon says not to get into sports cards because it's just way too time consuming. But
if you see Dolphin, if you see Dolphin stuff, pick it up. That's about all you need to know.
Oh, okay. But I'm going to be looking for some Oakland Raiders from the 80s, not from the 2000s. Yeah. Some Oakland Raiders and some Los Angeles Raiders stuff. I did decide on that. Let's see here. Meg says, does anybody source from High Bid or other online auctions? I'm fairly rural, so no real local auctions. I'm concerned about shipping from online auctions like that, though. Leroy, this is your question, my friend.
Read it back again.
It says, does anybody source from High Bid or other online auctions? I'm fairly rural, so no real local auctions. I'm concerned about shipping from online auctions like that, though.
I don't actually, Chris. All my auctions are on site. She's very far away, so she doesn't want to. She's worried about that. I heard High Bid is pretty good. Some of the people that I know that buy off a High Bid, they
Cat the Nurse Flipper.
Yeah.
Cat the Nurse Flipper, Meg. If you ever run across her, that's what she strictly. If I'm not mistaken, that's her only sourcing. Is that correct, Leroy?
She picks it all up, though.
She what?
She picks it all up.
Oh, I thought she had it mailed to her.
No, I think she picks it up. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. I just Meg Leroy, he does on his is not like online. He actually looks up the stuff and goes to the place. Me and him went to one. So and it's pretty fun doing it that way.
Yeah, it's super fun to go to an auction. I'm big on that. So I'm saying all this stuff. I need to say it on Reseller Information Network, so I won't say it. But yeah, I'm gonna do something this year.
You can say it on here too, Leroy.
I can, but I want to make sure I say it over there first.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a boot?
right.
Do you have a boot button where you can kick people off, Chris?
Yeah.
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 Oh, I see it.
Silver hair stacker. Silver hair stacker said, "I need to take this dang hat off." So they quit beating my Cowboys like that. We need to kick Silver Hair Stacker out of the show.
Oh, I think Leroy was talking about him. Where'd he go? He left for real. Oh, he'll come back.
OBX. Let's talk
Oh, look,
behaving.
Leroy, look.
Dude,
he just booted himself.
He was fixing to start dropping some secrets that I think he had planned to drop over.
He was fixing to drop some stuff in here, and he says, I got to do it on Reseller Information Network first. And I says, okay.
He was about to drop some top secret state secrets there or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
How'd your show go, Eric? If you're still there.
I'm gonna message Leroy, tell him say it's okay.
You can thank the Cowboys for putting Dolphins in the playoffs. I do. I appreciate it very much. It's been a long time. And hey, he's watching you guys and Joe Dills. Yeah. OBX is a Dolphins fan too, Silver Hair Stacker. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, I'm very thankful.
Leroy,
this is the earliest the Dolphins have been in the playoffs since 1994.
Look at this message, Leroy.
I wasn't. I left.
I told him he was about to drop some state secrets or something from the Reseller Information Network. He's over there policing you, Leroy.
No, I told them I was not gonna tell something that I'm gonna tell over there, and they got mad at me. They're trying.
No, there's nobody getting mad at you.
I get paid more money over there.
Oh, do you? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm a cheapskate. I'm like Brandon says, I'm a cheapskate.
Since Eric is here, I don't know if he's still here. My rates are going up in 2024, guys.
Oh yeah?
What do you mean your rate?
From 0 to 0?
What I'm charging you guys is going up.
Oh. Did you hear that, Eric? He's gonna start charging us.
Hey, Brad, did you even get invited to the Christmas party? I didn't get invited to no Christmas party.
I didn't either. I didn't get a Christmas card.
Hey.
I didn't even get a fruit cake. I mean,
Eric, are you busy, Eric? Would you like to join us? We got one more spot available.
I think he's busy.
Appearance fees. He says she's gonna charge appearance fees.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate I missed that one, Eric. You weren't here earlier. We were talking about our goals for the year. One of mine is to try to help build up a one-stop shop. I'm going to try to run about at least 25 auctions this year. So I'm going to be piggybacking off of you quite a bit. I hope you're working out.
I'm streaming Joe's right now. Oh, okay. So Joe Deal's got a show, so he's streaming Joe's right now. Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't been over to District or hadn't downloaded the app on your phone, I think it's on Apple right now. I don't think they have it on the Android phones yet. You need to do that and jump into One Stop Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
was asking about it earlier when he was telling him about it.
I watched
think Lisa
for years. Yeah.
She's a little bit behind, I believe. But it's okay. Yeah, so Leroy's behaving. He just don't want to share his top secret stuff with us.
Yeah, you can bid on desktop computer, laptop, CPU as well. So you can go to District. I think it's a .net site, right? District.net. Let me look.
What are you talking about, Brad?
OBX is talking about bidding on District. You know, you can bid on the phone app or it's district.net / one stop shop. District.net / one stop shop. And you can bid on the computer as well, desktop, laptop.
Let's see here. Let me I'll share the link here if I can get to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook up with Ivan and get a lot of our toys put over there. I'm about to fill up that toy category, at least with some specific kinds of toys.
I'm trying to figure out how to share the link.
Is there a books category on One Stop Shop?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Leroy would know more about that than I do.
I'm gonna go look real quick.
All right, there we go. I guess I can just copy this link right here and post it so people can take a look. Let's see. I think this is the one-stop shop link. So that's what's in the address bar. So that should take you to the marketplace there. Joe Deal's selling a bunch of Barbies right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was auctioning off a bunch of Barbies.
Yeah, I met him on a live stream the other night. He's a cool dude.
He's cool. Yeah.
Yes, save $5. Oh, is that your referral code right there, Eric? Look at there. I'm helping you, brother. I'm helping you. That is your referral code. OBXP195. You save $5 when you use that code, folks.
Hey, Chris, I got something cool to show you.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna blow you up.
Who else does golf clubs? No, I like to be able to see your reaction. I don't want to be on live.
Oh, okay. All right.
What are you the only one that does golf clubs? Do you do golf clubs, Brad?
I have done some golf clubs, and I have a bunch that aren't listed.
I found some nice irons today.
You found some? Yeah.
What is that? Oh, let me see.
Pinks.
Is that a green dot?
Yeah.
Copper.
Oh my goodness. That is sweet, Leroy.
I got a 2-iron, which are hard to get, and a 1-iron.
Yes.
$5.
Green dot copper.
My
So
dad,
I'm gonna be nosy, Leroy. How much you got in both of those?
$5 for the 2.
nice.
What?
Yeah.
Eric says no share one of you guys.
The other thing I got cool today, if you guys don't know anything about the better ones, better drones, like broken drones, any drones that look them up first, but this one does work. I got them for $6 each. And
is that a piece hanging off of it?
It's a little, it attaches underneath. It has a claw. This one has a claw. And then this one has a little gun.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're worth about $40 each.
Nice. So OBX Picker, Eric said that nobody has found those, Leroy. He's just talking about those type of golf clubs. And then Silverhair says Honor Palmer said only God can hit a 2-iron, and even he missed the green.
Well, I'm still learning how to be a good reseller. Once I get better at it, if you guys don't know anything about these,
that's
some kind of mud flap. Looks like.
Yeah, it's a mud flap, ain't it?
Vintage mud flaps are big dollars. I didn't believe how much I paid $5 for the whole box. I got this one's brand new, but it's a little dirty. I got to clean up the package. But this one right here is going for like 65. The other one's about 65, and this one here is, I haven't looked this one up yet, but this one's probably another $60. And
oh wow!
Yeah,
I paid $5 for the whole box.
I came across a yard sale here not real long ago. This is back in the late summer, but the guy had a ton of those KC Daylighter covers, and he sold me every one of them for $5. And he knew what he had too. That was the awesome part. Looks like Zena's bra. I can see that.
So so this year also, me and my wife is talking. I don't know what happened in 2023, but we got away from uh, sourcing what we was selling when we started. Uh, so we're going to in 2024, we're going to go back to grabbing what we started with and selling that uh, the, like pots. We sold not pots, but like there's
Sells pretty
certain.
good here.
What's that?
I said pot
Well,
sells pretty good here.
yeah. No, it's you ever seen them tomato, like the old vintage tomato grinders or stuff like that? We grab that stuff. We'll grab remotes. We grab kitchen appliances and break them all down. Like, let me show you guys this. So this box that I emptied out today had one of these in it. And so we use, this is all glass. This is glass. This is it's an oyster. So what I'll do with this is I'll take this off, and I'll take this off. I'll list this piece separately. I'll list this piece separately. So these two right here, I can get about almost about $8 plus shipping on this one. I can get about $7-8 plus shipping on this one. Inside, I can take the blade out and get about 10 to 15 for that blade. This piece right here, you can get about another 10 for it. And then this glass jar right here, with it being glass, you can get about 20 for it. So there's about $40 worth of parts right here. Somewhere, 30, let's say 30 to be safe. $30 worth of parts, that we can make off of this one piece of thing. And I used to do this when I first started and made good money doing it, and I got away from it. And I'm just like,
when you get your piggy bank set up, right? Drive up to Spartanburg, because I got about 15 of those in the other warehouse.
Yeah, you was telling me about that. That's why I was asking you. Because see, the bases, guys, those bases, you can sell the bases alone also. And then, of course, you got remote.
I have like 15 of them.
Yeah, you can probably make more parting them out that way than you can off selling them as a whole. One of the things that I always say, guys, is when in doubt, part it out.
Yeah.
And don't forget to get your sticker at commonwealthpicker.com.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Did he trademark that?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, it's actually, that's one of those things that we look it up on a lot of stuff. It's like if I come across, like board games and stuff, sometimes you can sell a board game whole for pretty good money, certain ones.
Oh, yes.
But even like if you find some classic board game, sometimes parting it out is a good way to make some money. The other thing too is, yeah, go ahead.
Especially the board game you're talking about, especially Risk. Part out those pieces in Risk, man. That they sell. I do. Yeah.
That's the other thing I was going to say was, you said you're going to get back to that. I think that's one of those things. I love YouTube. And I love watching people and learning from people. Sometimes you can get caught up in, people telling you, just, quit doing this or quit doing that. But if you're in a place where you can find a lot of stuff like that and you're doing it and you're making money doing it, and it's then do it, There's no one way.
Yeah.
No, I've had people tell me that I waste my time with tools, and I love selling tools. It is what it is.
I don't think so. And see, what it was with me was, it wasn't that somebody told me, you don't need to be messing with it. It was, I wanted to try something new. I wanted to try something different because somebody else was making good money with it too. And I'm going to tell you guys, just because I make good money with it does not mean you're going to make good money with it. Just because Brad's got something that he can sell really, really good doesn't mean if I get it, I'm going to sell it really, really good, because it doesn't work that way for some reason. I don't understand that, because Their tools. Leroy sells tools. Julian, Beery Thrift Machine, they sell tools. I tried to sell tools. I couldn't sell a tool if to save my life, man. And I have no idea why. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. So just because someone, I mean, I watch other people because I like seeing what they pick up. I like seeing what they're selling. Uh, and it's not that, okay, I need to get that item. It's okay, that's what they're selling in their area. If there's someone close to me that I know that's got a YouTube channel, I watch them and see what they're buying and see what they're picking up, see what they're selling. Remotes, they sell like hotcakes for me. I have no reason. I don't. It don't make no sense to me. There's some people out there that cannot sell remotes. These parts and pieces, these kitchen appliances, I can sell them, but there's people out there that can't sell them. You know, and so it goes back to, don't do what someone else does. Do what's best for you.
Yeah, I got a friend who was he hates his job, and he was trying to think of other ways to make money, you know, or like maybe think about doing something else. And he's a great mechanic, though. He does body work. He's a great mechanic. And I'd watched I can't remember the guy's name. He's Fast Talking Flipper. I can't think of his name.
Yes, I watched him this morning.
Yeah, but anyway, I saw one of the things that he does, you know, is he looks like he buys old cars or something and, you know, basically strips them down and sells parts off of them and stuff. Like, that's something I'm never going to, if it's got 6 strings on it and you can plug it into a Marshall amp, I could probably do that. But a car, I can watch YouTube and learn how to work on things on my car, but that's just not me. I'm not going to do that. But like for this friend of mine, I mean, there's just gold sitting everywhere around here. You know how many cars are just sitting on blocks here?
Yeah. Hey, Leroy, look at this.
They tape on the window.
Silver Harris says he has a 40-pound bench fire. Scared to list because I don't want to hernia shipping. Tell him how you ship stuff like that, Leroy. You have an excellent way.
I go to the local Dollar Tree, and I see a guy out there that has the bins, and I buy the bin for $5, and I pack it with whatever I need to pack it with, and it goes in the bin. No, I don't get them. I get them on Facebook. You know, and I know they all come from Dollar General. I'm not gonna say about it. I don't condone it. But I've bought them from storage units too. I've bought storage units. I buy them at the flea market. But I actually getting away from those bins. But I use them to ship bigger things like that. Add an extra 5 pounds onto the shipping, and add a couple extra dollars. If you go buy a box, it's going to cost you $6 plus tape for the box. I'll do a video sometime next year shipping something in one of the boxes and how I do it. I put zip ties through it. I put tape around it, and none of my stuff has not gotten there safe. And I've actually got, hey, thank you for the free tote.
You know, that chainsaw you shipped a couple of weeks ago in that tote, man, that would have been a great video to show how you packed it up and stuff. I know it's on, I don't know what show it is, guys, but it's on Reseller Information Network, one of their live shows. Leroy's actually, during that show, he's actually packing a chainsaw and putting it in that tote. Do you know, was that 2 weeks?
No bar. I put the bars, I sell the bars separately. So I will not sell a bar with a chainsaw. I will sell the bar, but not with the chainsaw, because that puts.
Do you know what show that was on? Do you know which show that was, Leroy?
No.
I think it was way before.
Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago, guys. If you go on Reseller Information Network and go back 2 weeks, it was on a Tuesday. During that show. What's that?
3 at the most.
Yeah, 3 at the most. That show, Leroy shipped a chainsaw in one of them crates, and it was probably the coolest thing I ever seen him do. I was just like, what? You know, so, I mean, so that was pretty neat. Pretty neat deal there.
I saw Tactical Z had posted a little earlier in the chat. I had a deal with Bed Bath & Beyond where I got all the returned machines and I parted them out. I was getting about 20 machines a week. That's awesome.
Wow.
Man, you know, and that's, man, there's so many things like that out there.
Look, I love guys. I'm gonna tell you, I love picking up electronics. I don't care where it comes from. It can come out of the dumpster. It can come from a thrift store. It can come from a yard sale. It does not matter to me. If I can get it free or under $10, I don't even plug the sucker in. I sell it for parts or repair. And I make good money doing selling parts and repair machines. It can be combo units. It can be I got a keyboard today. It can be a uh, uh, video game consoles. It can be one of the latest things that I sold for parts repair is when you go into a restaurant and they got that white thing that's got the key, the iPad that sits on it, and it's got the little thing you put your card in to pay your bill and stuff, and they can actually disconnect the iPad from it and walk around and do stuff with. And that white thing has a cash drawer in it. It's all computerized or whatever. We had a restaurant go out of business. They had it sitting outside the door for free. I picked that sucker up. I sold it for $75 plus shipping. I listed it one day. It sold the next. Parts or repair. The drawer wouldn't even open. I didn't have a key for it. So, guys, electronics, man. I mean, I know somebody. Scott, he was telling me the other day, he throws away electronics, because he doesn't like fooling with them. And I'm just like, oh, but if I lived close to Scott, I'd go get them, but I'd live 2 states over from him. But I don't throw away electronics, guys. You can make some good money off of parts and repair. There are people that buy them, especially if you get them for free. Hey, you picked up a $20 or $30 bill from wherever.
I got a question for you, Chris. This is that time of the show where I just interrupt. This is the time of the show where we ask some questions for Chris to make him a better man, because that's my goal for 2024.
I like it.
I was coughing, Leroy. What'd you say?
How much did you get for that McDonald's McNugget?
Oh, I did not list that golden nugget. And here's the reason why. Don't you leave, Leroy. Don't you do it. Man, Leroy, golly. He won't even give me time to explain.
Bro couldn't take it. You broke him. You broke him.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell the audience, because people probably are wondering what happened with that. So those of you that in here, that wasn't here last week, we went to McDonald's and got the adult Happy Meal, and there's a special toy that is called, there comes Leroy. So there's a special toy in it that's a golden nugget. Well, we found the golden nugget. You can check out last week's show, and I actually titled it the golden nugget. So we found one. Well, they sell from anywhere from $65 to $70, $80, somewhere around there. Now, to answer your question, Leroy, the reason I have not sold it is my wife would not let me, because her and her daughter had fun. The time and the conversation they had for her getting that piece was more valuable than the $80. She said if it was over 100, then yeah, I would sell it. So I'm going to hang on to it. And then when you can't get the adult Happy Meals of this brand no more, guess what? Then I'll sell it.
Next question.
Over $100.
Next question.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
When you gonna list that keyboard? It's not listed yet?
Yeah, keyboard's listed right now, $75 on auction. Okay. Put it up $75 on auction. Yep, okay. Keyboard's listed, buddy. Okay. I listed that as soon as I got home.
Okay.
Leroy likes giving me a hard time, guys.
I'm not a bully, guys. I gotta keep in line. That's really what it is.
Leroy keeps me in line once in a while.
No, it's good stuff.
Brandon, you gonna hop in on that? You gonna jump on Leroy's bandwagon?
Man, Leroy's got he's got it taken care of.
Yeah. But we did go, Leroy. We went again today to McDonald's, and we got so we got this little dude right here. It's called Kerwin Frost. He's like a pimp looking thing. And then I got a Darla today also. And actually, so this Dawn Dawn Burning, whatever this guy is right here. I got 3 of those, and I traded one with another guy I know in Florida. I think I traded for Darla. So he's getting, because he had a bunch of Darlas, so he's getting one of these, and I'm gonna get another Darla because I just got this one today in the Happy Meal. But I'm gonna get them all collected. I'm gonna get every one of them, and then I'm gonna list them all together for about $100.
I think at some point you're just making excuses to buy chicken nuggets.
No, I didn't get the chicken nugget meal today. I got the Big Mac meal. Yeah,
okay.
I got the Big Mac meal. Yeah, chicken nuggets ain't enough food for me, man.
The life of a reseller is kind of funny. We were sitting at Sonic. I guess it was yesterday. Yesterday morning, we went just to get breakfast at Sonic of all places while we were out, and my wife was sitting in the back seat. With our son was sitting in the front seat. My wife was sitting in the back seat, and before I knew it, she said those what's the little Furbies that they're selling right now with the kids meals, the wacky meals at Sonic. She'd looked it up and she said those are selling for about $12.
Have you noticed? Look, let me ask you. Let me ask y'all if y'all have this problem. Okay, ever since I became a reseller. Before I became a reseller, I would go to thrift stores, regular stores, whatever, and shop for me. I'd always shop for me. Now that I've become a reseller, I can't shop for me. I see stuff that I want, but I'm like, I can make good money off of this. So every time I see something, man, and my family just hates it, man. Every time we go somewhere, I'm just like, hey, we can make good money off of this. My daughter's throwing my grandson's toys out in the trash, because we're trying to restock for Christmas. And I'm like, no. Let me see them toys. Put them in a black bag. I'll come get them. So now granted, she did do that, and I went and got some, and I was able to salvage a couple. The rest of them were pretty much beat up and just not that really any good. Let's see. What did she say? Oh,
she
Lord,
said
my eBay app up there.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Anything they can do to make it more difficult or less efficient, I'm all for that. Thank you, eBay.
Did it Meg? Did you get that update to where when you go to add a picture, it wants to on your phone? When you go to list the item, it's the picture you got. It gives you the block for back side, left side, right side, and all that other stuff. I get that every once in a while. Do you guys see that every once in a while? When you go to try and take a picture, you got to do front and back and this side and that side and top and bottom. And it reminds me of what there's another app another seller's platform that does that. Can't remember. And it just aggravates me. I try to take a whole bunch of pictures.
I try to be a pretty early adopter on the new things, but when it comes to a tool that I use all the time, like the eBay app, it's like, just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it be.
Yeah.
If it's working.
That's the only, and I'm going to tell you something. This is crazy. If I go to list something on my computer, I get lost. I absolutely get lost. I can't figure it out, but I can do it on my phone just like that. But I get on my computer, man, it takes me like 20 times longer. And I can't do it on the laptop computer part. So it is let's see, 7:40. Leroy, you got any last words?
Yes. Hope everybody has.
Let me make it big.
Nope. Hope everybody has a good year, and everybody in the year 2024 has to source at least 3 tools a month.
All right. When I go to the flea market this weekend, I'll do that.
Hey, real quick, Leroy, I have a question for you. This is a tool, and I want to know how come this thing ain't sold. So let's look at this. Hold on a minute. So I've had this tool for 2 years. Okay. Now you could probably tell me, excuse me. You could probably tell me why it hasn't sold when I show you the listing. And let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Before we go, I want to. That's not it. What is that stupid thing? I'll have to do it next week, man. I can't even remember what the thing's called. Because it's I'd have to search through everyone. I thought I could just go under tools in a list, but it wasn't. It's wait, it's a wait. There, right there. Okay, I found it. All right, I'm gonna share this with you, Leroy, and I want you to tell me what this is, or tell me how come I can't sell it. Right here, Leroy. Some kind of cutter.
I've never even seen it.
Never even seen one of those. That's the only picture I got of it too. For some reason, I didn't take a whole bunch of pictures. So I got it. It's a Dexter mat cutter. Yeah.
Is it for use like? Is it something you use with the? Like when you do the inside a picture frame, have what they call the mat. You know, the little cardboard piece around the outside of a picture.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there's a blade right there.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, Chris. I mean, Dexter.
So,
whatever, Brad.
Okay.
Dexter.
Hold on. So what do they say? Mat cutter, original blade, mat cutter. So what I do sometimes is I will Google what the item is and read a little bit of the description to help me with my description.
It says original box framing tool, cutter with blade, original box. So I got a vintage Dexter mat cutter chrome blade number 3 in original box. Okay, that's my listing on it. So I got it listed for $12.64. I've had the sucker as low as $6. And I cannot sell this thing. I've had this thing forever. It's got some little bit of weight to it. It's not something that's lightweight. And so my shipping. Yeah. Well, I mean $6. I mean, what's the difference? Imagine that. Hey, Brad, you got anything? Last words?
Yeah, we're coming to the end of 2023. And, whatever excuses or whatever obstacles you faced in 2023, don't let them stop you in 2024. I like to say to my boys that I get my boys to repeat this thing all the time, that nobody owes me anything. So don't live with a sense of entitlement. There's plenty of negative stuff out there. Don't have a great day, make a great day. Don't have a great year in 2024, make a great year in 2024. Things are going to happen, but for the most part, it's in your hands, man. Make stuff happen. Nice. And God bless us all, everyone.
Yes. So my thing is that I want to wish everyone, let's see, the new year will already have happened when we see you guys again. So I want to wish everyone a happy new year.
Safe.
Yeah, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Have a friend drive you. Also, I want to encourage everyone for 2024 to watch positive, informative resellers on YouTube. Don't watch these negative resellers. I mean, I hate saying not to watch people, but just, I mean, negativity, we got enough of that going on. We need positive. Watch stuff that's going to motivate you to do better with your business. Like I love watching what sold videos to help motivate me to list. That helps me motivate to list because listing is very hard. I mean, it's not hard. It's just the tedious part of the job that nobody likes doing. Everything else is fun. So that's my word of encouragement today is just be positive, watch positive people, good information, get good information to help better yourself. and have a happy new year. And we will see you guys on the next show.